Seven Doors. This movie was trending nationwide. As at last year, this movie was all over the place. This movie was aired on Netflix. So some people do not really have the opportunity to see this movie. And guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Here we do a lot of movie reviews, entertainment gist, and more. So guys, if this is what you would like to see, like to watch, please subscribe, like, and don't forget to drop your comment. So Seven Doors was that movie that everybody really want to see. The movie was unique. The movie is unique though. The movie is unique. The movie has a lot of lessons. Like this movie is movie that after seeing it, you're going to learn a lot from it. And this movie was featuring Femi Adebayo, Chioma, and a lot more people. So in this movie, what happened in this movie was that let's dive in and review this movie. Let's talk about this. So people that do not get to watch or see this movie will definitely get one or two things from this particular movie right now. I'll leave you guys to watch this movie at the end, but let's dive in and explain or talk some little things that really happened in this particular movie. So the movie started with a family. You can see the beginning of this movie. They were so happy in their house. Chioma, Chukwuka, and her husband Femi Adebayo with their two children. They were living in Lagos. Happy family, happy home. Everything was moving very well for them. Up until one day they got a call from the village. So this call was good, at the same time was not really good. So the village kinsmen called Femi Adebayo, Chioma's husband, telling him to come down to the village to become their king, because their old king is gone. Is gone. So they have waited for several years in Ilara, I think yes, Ilara kingdom, Ilara village, for a new king. And after consulting the oracle said the next person to be the king of Ilara kingdom is Femi Adebayo. So they put call through. They called Femi Adebayo, that was living peacefully with his wife and children in Lagos, and they told Femi Adebayo refused. He said he's not interested in anything that has to do with king in the village. So after persuading him, the village kingsmen were persuading him, telling him that he is the only person that can help the situation of Ilara kingdom, because he is the person that is supposed to be king in that kingdom. And at the end of the day, Chukwuka, Femi Adebayo's wife, started begging Femi Adebayo, telling him that, see, you are the best person to mount that throne. Your kinsman has said it, a lot of people have said it, so we have to travel back to the village, and so you can become king. And Femi Adebayo, Chukwuka's husband, did not buy that idea. He said he's no longer interested, that being a king comes with a lot of responsibility. And Chukwuka insists that they should travel back to the village and stay in the village permanently, so that her husband could become king of Ilara kingdom. And they traveled back. I think that was the beginning of their problems. So when they traveled back to Ilara kingdom, and they were already waiting for them. They were so happy to see them. They welcomed them with so much smiles and happiness. And this is where the journey begins. This is where the journey of Seven Doors begin. This story is very massive. It is very long. And guys, when they got to Ilara kingdom, everybody was so happy to see them. At least for a very long time, there was no king in Ilara kingdom. And right now, the king, or the person that's supposed to be king, is back. And when they arrived the village, the process began. They said his father that left this world committed a lot of atrocities, and he is going to knock on 7 doors. If he survives it, then he's going to be the king. It is not easy, guys. When he knocked at the first door, it opened. He went in. Second door opened. Third door opened. Fourth door opened. Fifth door, 6th door, and the 7th door opens. And the 7th door was so full of things. Like, this man is a strong person in that movie. After he knocked at the 7th door and everything was opened for him, then his kingship started. He started ruling his kingdom with so much happiness, so much ease, and so much joy. And that was the beginning. And there came another problem. His late father, the late king, committed a lot of atrocity, like I said before. He unalived 7 wives, his 7 wives, for power, for long life and prosperity, guys. And this thing has come back to haunt them. Guys, are you ready for this story? Because this story is a very big and huge story, and I love that you enjoy it. So when Femi Adebayo was ruling as the king peacefully and joyfully, so the past came back to haunt them. The 7 wives that the old king unalived came back to haunt them. And this time, the only situation is that Femi Adebayo is going to get married to 7 wives again. So Femi Adebayo refused. He said he's not going to get married to another wife, talk less of 7, that he loves his wife and everything. And they persuaded him that the only solution is for him to get married to 7 wives. And he refused. And that led to the death of his daughter. He lost his daughter at the process. Then his wife cried and wept, and everything was going totally wrong. So eventually, his wife pleaded with him to accept to get married to the 7 wives, to the 7 women, and he got married to another 7 women. That didn't end, and this time around, the problem still continues. And this time, the only solution that will settle the whole situation is that he's going to fight the Isusu. I don't know if I'll be attaching the video of that Isusu here. That is a very long, that is a very old film. So I don't know if I will be attaching the video of the Isusu. So they said he's going to fight Isusu. Is going to fight Isusu for him to stop the whole calamity that is happening in that village. There is this man that is going to fight, and his name is Isusu. At the end of the day, when Femi Adebayo saw this Isusu, said, how is he going to fight this scary looking creature? At the end of the day, that is the only solution. Do I forget to tell you that when he got married to those 7 wives, he refused to touch them. He refused to treat them good. He was only minding his wife and his children. And the kinsmen told him that you married 7 wives, you're going to treat them equally, take care of them, make them feel at home, make them feel like a wife, and make them feel loved. And he refused again. His wife begged him to go make love with them and everything, and he accepted to live happily with them. When he accepted to live happily with them, still yet the problem continued, because now he was treating his 8 wife good. But despite that, the problem did not stop, and another revelation came that he's going to fight the Esusu. The Esusu was the person that gifted that gave the old Igwe that died long life and prosperity. And it was that the same Esusu that this Femi Adebayo is going to fight to bring everlasting joy in Ilara kingdom. And this is not just an ordinary spirit. It's a spirit that is fully wounded, that is hungry, that is really need revenge. And this is the person that Femi Adebayo is going to fight to to restore peace in the village. And this time around, do you know one fun thing about this film? This film was acted by an Igbo woman, that Olori Amaka, and a Yoruba man, that's Femi Adebayo. And in this film, the Igbo tribe was recognized, the Yoruba tribe was recognized too. So when Femi Adebayo was getting ready to go fight the Esusu, the Igbo kingsmen, the Igbo DBRs and native doctors, they came to fortify Femi Adebayo. Do you understand? That is Femi Adebayo's in-law, his wife people, the Igbo. They came and fortified him, make him, bless him, and tell him to go. And his people too fortified him, and they blessed him and they tell him to go. So Femi Adebayo was all set and ready to go fight the Isusu, and people were gathered watching. At the end of the day, Femi Adebayo fought and fought and fought. He fought that Isusu, that half human, half spirit. He fought that Isusu with the last drop of his blood. He continued fighting and fighting up until he won the battle. And when he won the battle, his wife, Olori Amaka, hugged him passionately. And this was how peace was restored in Ilara kingdom. And every other thing that the old king has done was all past tense. And everywhere was peaceful, everywhere was lovely, everywhere, the atmosphere was so conducive. Guys, this movie is a must watch. If you have not seen this film, please try and see this film. Thank you guys for watching. And this is my little review about these 7 doors. If you really want to watch this film, it's still on Netflix. Thank you guys, and do not forget to click that subscribe button, like, drop your comment, and do not forget to share. Bye bye.
Your family supports it and it is your birthright. Please don't decline this offer.